Hi, my name is Lori Walmer. This is my Ignite Talk, Create a Growth Mindset Culture to Foster Assessment for Learning. This is based on my strong belief that when students have a positive attitude in a comfortable classroom, they are set up for success. I'll start by talking about mindsets. A fixed mindset is the belief that we are born with a fixed amount of intelligence and ability. Students with a fixed mindset avoid challenges and failures, robbing themselves of a life rich in experience and learning. A growth mindset is the belief that with practice, perseverance, and effort, people have limitless potential to learn and grow. Students with a growth mindset tackle challenges without worrying about making mistakes or being embarrassed, focusing instead on the process of growth. So the question then is, how can we encourage a growth mindset? I suggest that we start by setting up a comfortable learning environment, then help students understand brain development and mindset, and finally remember to model the growth mindset strategies. So what makes a classroom a comfortable learning environment? Is it about the furniture or how it is arranged? Or perhaps it is about the culture established with the students? Students are more willing to take risks when there is a sense of trust, respect, and cooperation among classmates. One way teachers can create this environment is by starting the year with getting to know you and team-building activities that encourage communication and collaboration. I like the STEM challenges that require critical thinking and creativity as well. In addition to feeling safe, students should also know how their brains operate. Teach them about mindsets. Teach them that their brain is flexible. It is a muscle that can grow when we learn to accept mistakes and exercise positive thoughts and attitudes. Here are some additional strategies to use to encourage students to be invested in your class. In a comfortable classroom with a growth mindset and these skills, students will gain confidence, become more motivated to learn, and will take ownership of their learning. After setting the stage and building student confidence to embrace a growth mindset, it's time to put it into action. This is when we use the 7 strategies of assessment for learning, which is based on the 3 questions. Where are we going? Where are we now? And how do we get there? The first question, where are we going? This is strategy 1 and 2. Provide students with a clear and understandable vision of the learning target. Strategy 2, use examples and models of strong and weak work. Which brings us to our second question, where are we now? This is strategies 3 and 4. Offer regular descriptive feedback during the learning. And strategy 4, teach students to self-assess and set goals for the next steps. So then the question is, how do we get there? This is strategies 5, 6, and 7. Use evidence of student learning needs to determine next steps in teaching. Design focused instruction followed by practice with feedback. Provide students opportunities to track, reflect on, and share their learning progress. To do this, we can use a continuous feedback loop in which we incorporate checking student progress and providing feedback, encouraging self-assessment and peer feedback, all of which puts them back on the right path to reach the learning targets before summative graded assessment. As we incorporate the 7 strategies and use the feedback loop, please remember to let the students take ownership of their learning. Teach them how to set goals, assess their own work, monitor their progress, and reflect on their work. This will help them to achieve and love learning. Let me share my plan for the next school year. At the start of each unit, I will use technology tools to create multiple choice pre-tests based on the learning goals of the new unit. The important thing to remember is to select distractors that will provide valuable information. By using technologies, the students will get immediate results. They'll analyze the results and review the learning targets. They will be given this new and improved learning map, which includes the vocabulary and essential questions, as well as empty boxes for students to use while reflecting their progress and setting goals. Throughout the unit, I will provide practice opportunities and use a variety of formative assessment strategies. When I notice students struggling to meet the goals, I will provide graphic organizers, links to instructional videos, and other resources to provide scaffolds that will bridge their gaps. By paying closer attention to their progress, using assessments for learning, and being intentional with my feedback, students will be ready for their unit assessments. But just in case, I've developed a new plan of retesting to give them another chance to reach their learning goals. By putting this retest option in place, there's not an end to student learning. This practice should help students maintain a growth mindset and prevent them from giving up on their goals. Hopefully, students will learn that if they put forth the effort and hard work, the grade they desire will follow. So allow me to share 2 of my favorite quotes as a closing. The most powerful single modification that enhances achievement is feedback. And we all need people who will give us feedback That's how we improve. Thank you.